Hi, Ricky with Freedom Plumbers and Pumpers Septic and Drain, coming to you from Fairfax, Virginia, while doing an inspection on a distribution box and the field it services. So when we got here today, I'm going to flip this camera. This area of the D box was overflowing wastewater onto the ground, as you can see right here. It's been happening for a while, so we were called out to take a look at what's going on. We pumped down the septic tank and then uncovered the D-box and found a concrete D-box that is currently not level. It's kind of tilted this way and has at least one inlet and three or four outlets. Let's see real quick. We got 1, 2. It's hard to see, but there is 3, and it's a 4th one. I'm not sure if that's a 4th one right there. Let's see. Looks like this is a 3-line system. The plans with Fairfax, we got the as-bills with Fairfax, and all they had was the plans that indicated the location of the house in comparison to the septic tank, but no indication whatsoever about the field. Maybe a D-box, there's probably that in the drawing, but it didn't indicate anything about the field. So we probed 3 separate lines, and those lines have different types of issues. 1, these 2 lines head in the direction of these trees. They're completely packed with roots. Every time we snake it, we keep on pulling more and more roots. In fact, out of one of them, we pulled out, unfortunately, a hand wipe. So that hand wipe was able to exit the septic tank and make it into the drain field. That's unfortunate. Hopefully that's the only one. Unlikely though, and it's been there for a while. But we also pulled out a boatload of roots, and we can't get past that flag right there, which is hard to see, but there it is. There's a white flag. We can't get past it. There's a pretty big chance that these header lines are collapsed somewhere in this area before they start heading towards the drain field. What that would indicate is that this one line over here would have taken the brunt of the load because these 2 stopped taking it. And sure enough, like a religion, we kept on going. My camera only makes it up to this spot. His snake, we snake this line, continues further down up to about this flag right here. There you go. And I probed it the whole way. The whole way is fully saturated. It's got a lot of water, and that water is being retained above the top of the pipe. The rod right there, the probing rod, comes out fully saturated. So then we went ahead and did a 6-foot on center location of another drain field, and we did find one here. And what we find here is that the saturation is still present, but not nearly as heavy as that. Still wet. Not on top of pipe. It's more like in the gravel it's wet. But needless to say, it is saturated. However, if I continue down and the further I get closer to that flag, that field is drier. It doesn't come back with the soaky, soupy saturation. When it comes to this next line, which is again another one 6-foot on center, we found gravel as well. It too is a lot drier than that, which supports the theory that those lines are blocked off, causing the heaviest load to be here. So, in order to get this thing to work, there's multiple approaches. The question is whether we want to work on it. And the reason why I say that is because out in the front, there is a public sewer line, which means the homeowner could get ready to disconnect from the septic system, call it a day, and head straight out the front. Reroute all the plumbing inside the house to head out the front, and then connect to the public sewer line, which is approximately 13 feet deep by the edge of the street. I say that because in order to get this system back up and running, an existing system that was installed probably in the late 70s, I don't have exactly the date, that D-box has to be replaced. These header lines are going to have to be replaced up to the point where we find the drain field. And then we're going to have to allow the drain field some time to dry, which means that this septic tank is going to have to go on a temporary pump and haul. And we're going to have to just keep this field from receiving any kind of effluent, in the hopes that it'll be able to dry up to the point where we'll go back to being functional again. Okay, so it's going to require money and time, as well, of course, as effort, right? So then the question becomes, is it worth it? So anyways, I'll talk about that with the homeowner. If the homeowner chooses to go drain field, there's a chance I'm going to have a consultation with an OSC. That OSC may have a fee. So if that's the case, I'll advise the homeowner before we talk about that. and we just see which direction to go. So that's all I have for you today. My name is Ricky Salinas. I'm with Freedom Plumbers and Pumpers Septic and Drain. My phone number is 703-895-4109 with an email address of ricky@freedomplumbers.com and a website of www.freedomplumbers.com. Thank you very much. Coming to you from Fairfax. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.